Alrighty, next game up here in another obliteration. Jeez Louise. Patriots get the big ol' win, 54-13. And man, oh man, let's start here with this Patriots team because they got out to a hot-ass start. I mean, look at this. Touchdown in the first drive, touchdown second drive, field goal third drive, touchdown again, touchdown again. They're up 31-7 going into halftime, and then out of halftime still keeping up the scoring pace. Field goal drive, punt, and then touchdown, 3 touchdowns to end the game. Holy moly. And they win the game 54-13. And I understand, they scored a lot of points because the Jets were, giving them real good starting field positions, especially in the second half here. These touchdown drives starting at the Jets' 43-yard line, starting at their own 47-yard line, and then they took this one starting at their own 22-yard line. So not even really that great field position all around, but still truly getting it done. That's a great performance by this Patriots team that, always kind of says, whenever they come off of a loss or anything like that, they always kind of remind people the next week, hey, don't disrespect us. We were great for 20 years, yes, because of Tom Brady, but we still got half of the other kind of algorithm here of why we were winning, and that's because of Bill Belichick and shutting down the Jets here offensively coming out of a bye. What a truly garbage performance coming out of a bye. Robert Saleh, defensive-minded head coach, allows 54 points to a Mac Jones-led offense. Zach Wilson off of a bye. He got injured this game, but he still had the whole first quarter, and they got down 17-0 really kind of in the first quarter, so that's unfortunate. But Zach Wilson, and he didn't have that many opportunities, but still Zach Wilson offensively did nothing off of a bye. I mean, this first drive off of a bye should have been like 6 for 6 passing for 75 yards and a touchdown, but they go 5 plays minus 4 yards on your first drive after a bye. Real bad performance out here, and Robert Saleh starts his kind of career off of a bye 0-1. We've got the stats. Everybody loves Andy Reid off of a bye, and Bill Belichick versus rookie quarterbacks. Those are the big two stats that everybody pulls out, when those circumstances come up and be like, oh, that's a surefire bet every single week. So Robert Saleh is not going to be having any of those kind of big accolade number statistics on his side because he just floundered here off the bye 0-1 and gave up 54 points. So not great there. Zach Wilson goes down, and that's truly unfortunate. If Zach Wilson stayed in, do they win the game? No. Well done by Mike White. As soon as kind of Zach Wilson goes out, he kind of picks up exactly where Zach Wilson leaves off and goes down and scores a touchdown, so that's fantastic. But they were already down 17-0 at this point. I don't know. Like I said, Zach Wilson did get injured on this drive. And, Mike White, right? That's his name? Yeah, Mike White. He didn't really pass here, but he threw the touchdown on 3rd and goal from the 3, so that's good. That was his only pass there on that touchdown drive initially when they made the switch from Zach Wilson to Mike White because of the injury, and they go down and score 7, so that's great, but overall they put up 13 points, so weren't able to keep up that offense there, and that's truly unfortunate there for this Jets team. So Zach Wilson going to be out a couple of weeks here. We got Jets quarterback Zach Wilson is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks with a sprained PCL, so truly unfortunate here for Zach Wilson, who kind of told us, and that's why we took the Jets plus 6.5 this week, was because, we heard Zach Wilson, what he was saying, going into the bye, that he knew what was wrong and how to fix it, and then he comes out here and unfortunately gets injured. So, once again, we can't buy Zach Wilson. We're not buying this Jets team. We're not buying Robert Saleh after the bye, so nothing really great here to work with this Jets team. All right, let's talk about some stats here. Let's start here with this Jets team. Here we go. Zach Wilson went 6 of 10. 10 passes, 60%, 51 yards, nothing good. A couple of, first drive, -4 yards. Second drive, he moves on 45 yards, gets into field goal range. Unfortunately, couldn't drill the 48-yarder. So, Zach Wilson trying, I guess we should give Zach Wilson a little bit more credit. Moved him into field goal position. Were driving there for the touchdown. Unfortunately, gets injured. So, I guess we'll give Zach Wilson a little bit more credit there. Mike White goes 20 of 32 passing. 20 of 32, we get 62% completion percentage, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Let's see where these interceptions came. Both interceptions came in the third quarter on back-to-back drives, and luckily the Patriots could only take advantage of one of the interceptions, cashing in a touchdown. But at that point, it's 41-13. The game is still over at that point as well. All right, running game. Michael Carter still only had 11 carries. And I know y'all got down big bad, so you really had to abandon the running game. But, I mean, when Zach Wilson goes down, you've got to run heavy here and, just kind of try to see what you can do. Rely on your defense. Once again, Robert Saleh, defensive-minded head coach here, and the defense gave up 54 points. And, we're going to talk about the Dolphins game in a couple of games up as well. Brian Flores, defensive-minded head coach, loses the game off of a last drive game-winning field goal because the defense can't step up. I don't want defensive-minded head coaches at the head coaching position, folks. I don't think it really does anything. It doesn't result into anything meaningful or good. Yes, Bill Belichick's the exception, folks. I get it. But it's Bill Belichick, the exception to the rule. So Michael Carter, running back here for the Jets, 11 carries for 37 yards. Who was getting the ball here by these two quarterbacks? Michael Carter, leading receiver, the running back, classic, because, backup quarterback comes in. So, of course, you're going to dink and dunk and use your safety blankets. Michael Carter, 8 catches for 67 yards. Ty Johnson, 6 catches for 65 yards. Corey Davis, 4 catches for 47 yards. He scored the touchdown as well. Jamison Crowder, 4 catches, 34 yards. And Ryan Griffin, 1 catch, 15 yards. Elijah Moore, 1 catch, 13 yards. And he had 6 targets. Ooh, that's not great there. So inaccurate passes here by the Jets, bad defense, and a blowout to show for it. All right, let's talk about this Patriots team who was just scoring literally every single possession for the most part out here. Mac Jones goes 24 of 36, playing absolutely great game manager football here. 66% completion percentage, 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Man, oh man. The running game, Damian Harris, 14 carries for 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. J.J. Taylor, 9 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns himself. Mac Jones takes off 3 times, rushing for 19 yards. So everything was great here offensively for this Patriots team. Give them some credit here. This Patriots team is they are pretty good at it. We've got to see them kind of start winning against some of the good teams. Close loss against the Cowboys last week. But, once they start beating some of these kind of top tier teams that we have in our top 10, I've got no problem kind of talking about the Patriots a little bit more in depth, but we've got to see them start to beat the elite teams. Yes, blowing out the Jets is a good, it's good to show, but overall win-wise, not the best because it's the Jets. But either way, the Patriots are figuring out, and this is a kind of a little bit of a rebuild, not a total rebuild without Tom Brady, but it seems like Mac Jones can kind of play ball. He had them in the game against the Cowboys, and that was the defense too as well. It was the whole team, but I think Mac Jones is the perfect kind of fit here. Tom Brady was taken to be kind of a game manager, 6th, 7th round drafted, whatever it was. Mac Jones out here, not the best arm in the world, but can make all the throws. We saw him at Alabama with all the stars around him, and he was able to get them the ball whenever they needed to, decently accurately. So he could do the same thing here with the Patriots. So watch out for the Patriots, folks. Watch out for the Patriots next year. I don't know if they'll get it together this year to start beating the good teams, but you give Mac Jones this season plus an offseason with Bill Belichick, and then Bill Belichick able to get some more better players through the draft and free agency. This could be a real good Patriots team come next season. So watch out for the Patriots and the Eagles. Those are our kind of 2 early dark horses for next season that we don't think quite get it figured out this year. But watch out for them next year, truly. All right, let's see what this Patriots team is all about here. Who they were throwing to. Brandon Bolden, leading receiver, 6 catches, 79 yards, a touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 4 catches, 68 yards. And then we have Jonnu Smith. So once again, yes, Mac Jones is utilizing his tight ends, but they're usually not the leading receivers. And that's huge here for a rookie quarterback, not just taking dink and dunk after dink and dunk and utilizing your safety blankets here. Let the ball rip. See what you can do. Test yourself, test your arm, and give your great receivers a chance to catch the ball. They're doing that here. So great job by this Patriots team. And great job by Mac Jones as well. Jonnu Smith, 2 catches for 52 yards. Nelson Aguilar, 2 catches, 51 yards, a touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 5 catches, 44 yards. Jacob Johnson, 2 catches, 32 yards. N'Keal Harry, 1 catch, 28 yards. Hunter Henry, 2 catches, 23 yards, 1 touchdown. So truly getting it done, spreading the ball all over the field, and making the most of what he can do for this Patriots team. So Patriots get the big ol' win, 54-13 over the Jets. Disappointed in Zach Wilson. Can't stay healthy. Wasn't good out of the gate, unfortunate.